do an updated how I take care of my cold sore routine and how I get rid of it, because the last time I did this video I believe was like 3 years ago, where I was still talking about abreva, but then I mentioned like witch hazel. And although that did work for me then, and it still might work for you guys now, I came up with like a better kind of cold sore routine and how to get rid of them faster. So this is the one I'm sticking to now every time I get a cold sore. And I'm sharing this video with you guys now because right now I do have a cold sore, and it's right here, and it looks pretty ugly, but it didn't get that big because I have been taking care of it. So this is gonna be my new updated routine. So what I do first at the sign of like the very beginning of a cold sore, when you have like that tingly feeling and it's like you just like run your teeth over it like that and it like hurts and like it's like a pinchy kind of feeling, what I do first is that I get an ice cube and I just hold it over my cold sore for, I don't know, about 5 minutes or up until my fingers are gonna fall off from being like frozen and numb. And I just go like that and I just hold it there. So when you first get that tingly feeling, you have to do this, and that I found prevents the cold sore from getting bigger because it kind of like numbs it out and freezes it so it doesn't get any bigger and it doesn't grow. So that's kind of how mine isn't like ginormous right now, and I got this yesterday. So yeah, it's not that horrible. So ice cubes are going to be like your #1 best friend when you first feel that you're going to get a cold sore. I also like to do the ice cube method about 3 times a day just to make sure that my cold sore doesn't get any bigger or anything like that. I'm constantly like freezing it off and everything, so that's what I do. The next thing I like to do is put tea tree oil. So here's my tea tree oil, and last time I mentioned you could also do witch hazel, which you still can do witch hazel. I just found that this is working a little better for me now. I don't know if my body kind of got used to the other method I was using, but this is my new method. So I just get some tea tree oil and a Q-tip, and I sort of make the Q-tip wet with tea tree oil so you guys could see it's all like wet and everything now. And then I just apply that on my cold sore. So sorry, the camera's like my mirror right now. So, and then I just hold that there for, I don't know, a few minutes. You have to be careful with this though, because if you have really sensitive skin, you might want to dilute the tea tree oil with water, and make sure you don't get this all over your lips or anything like that, just on the spot where you have the cold sore, and sort of just hold it there. So I look funny talking to you guys and holding a Q-tip on my face. And I just kind of go like that and everything. And I feel like this kind of just kills the bacteria and everything, so it doesn't get bigger and so it goes away faster. And I do this about 5 times a day. And then, of course, my friend abreva here, they actually changed the tube of this, and it's not like a tube anymore. It's like a pushy thingy, which I don't really like, because when you push the thing down, a whole bunch of product comes out and you can't put it back in, so you have to put it all over on your cold sore. But anyway, we're still gonna take some. Oh, see, I can't even like put that back in now, and that's a lot of product, but I'll just put it on there. Oh, that looks funny. So my boyfriend seems to think that when I have the abreva on my cold sore, like when I first put it on, that it looks like I just ate a taco and I have sour cream on my lip. So that's what he goes with, and that's what he says. But the thing about abreva is that it does dry up, and it gets like your lips kind of absorb the moisture, so it dries up around the cold sore and it doesn't look white anymore. The only thing that looks white is you're gonna have a little tiny dot on top of the cold sore, which is the part where it didn't get absorbed, but everything around it, for the most part, gets absorbed, so it doesn't look like sour cream on your lip. And I do this tea tree oil thing and abreva thing about 5 times a day, but right now it's like the break from school and everything, so I'm really not going anywhere, so I just do this 5 times a day. If you guys are going places and whatever, do it like 3 times a day, or try to really like blend the abreva in on your lip, or if you want, just walk around with like sour cream on your lips like this. But it's really up to you. I do it 5 times a day just because I want to get rid of my cold sore as fast as possible. So that's going to benefit you the most, but if you can't do that 3 times a day, should be enough as well. And I hope this like video will help you guys out. And I know like cold sores are like, you know, like you don't want to do anything when you have a cold sore, and I know that feeling, like I really do. But like I mentioned in my other video, I believe it's 1 in 4 Americans or 1 in 5 Americans or something like that. 1 in 5 people, I don't even know if it's Americans, but 1 in 4, 1 in 5 people do get cold sore, so it's nothing really to be like ashamed about or anything like that. Yes, it's the herpes simplex virus 1, but just because we have that doesn't mean that like or diseased or anything like that, because you know, it's kind of like, the way I look at it now is that it's just like a way of life. So many people get it that it's like so normal now and accepted that it's not even like, oh my gosh, you gotta go to the hospital, you gotta stay away from me or anything like that. So it's really not that big of a deal anymore, since times are changing and you know, more and more people are getting cold sores nowadays. But you know, this is the VS1 virus, not the VS2. The VS2 one would be the genital area herpes virus, and that one you don't want to get. So do make sure when you do have a cold sore, you're not like touching anyone else's genital area or anything like that. Also, try not to really touch like the area around your mouth where the cold sore is, because you can irritate it. What I also do is that I don't eat any salty foods, because salt does tend to irritate your cold sore and aggravate it, so it can just like blow up overnight or whatever and get ginormous and everything like that, and it's not going to go away faster. So I just eat non-salty foods, so I mostly just eat like plain rice and have some apples or something. Yesterday I had plain chicken, not seasoned or anything, and I had that with quinoa, which was low sodium. It had like 250 milligrams for like the whole box. So that wasn't that much sodium, and that was all the sodium I had yesterday. And I had that with some spinach, all sauteed in coconut oil. So I didn't have that much salt yesterday, which is also why I'm doing good today. So that's another factor. Don't eat that much salt when you have a cold sore. And I think that's all I have to say. I think that's all I do now to get rid of my cold sores. So I hope this video will benefit you guys. I know that a lot of you guys watch my other video and have cold sores and everything, so I hope this one will help too. It's just like a new updated one, since I haven't done that in like 3 years. So I will talk to you guys later. Just know that you are beautiful, and I think you're beautiful whether you have a cold sore or not, whether you get them or not, and I still love you no matter what. So I will talk to you guys later, and I love you guys. Bye!